Hi, I'm Judy Richards, and I'd like to welcome Vineeta Lauer, Republican candidate for the House District 32. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us at least 3 of your positions that would encourage a senior or a person with disabilities to vote for you.
Absolutely. I think we need to recognize that they're a vulnerable and valuable population, and I would like to make sure, for example, my mother's just been in and out of the hospital, and I want to make sure that there's a cap to the medical expenditures. For she goes into the hospital for 3 days, and then she's out for 2 days, and goes back for 2 days, and that's her insurance just doesn't cover it as well as if it was consecutive. And so I want to make sure that that's not a burden for them, as well as ensuring that the services that they need are available to them with qualified employees.
Yes. Vineeta, Oregon Project Independence is a program that has kept seniors and people with disabilities in their own home. Yet every year, proposed funding for OPI is significantly cut.
Yeah.
What will you do to ensure and protect the funding for this cost-effective program?
My brother-in-law actually does that for Washington State with the disability, and so I've got, a little bit of knowledge, not much, but I just think it's so valuable for them to be able to be in their own home, or even at least rooming with somebody in their own home, as opposed to being institutionalized. And so the Oregon Project Independence is very valuable. It's very important, and we need to make sure that it's kept going.
Yes, thank you. What will you do on a state level so that seniors and people with disabilities no longer face the lack of accessible and affordable housing?
Well, that's one thing. Encouraging the, where they can room together and share housing is and having that companionship is one way, and another way is looking at different possibilities of cutting expenses for them, maybe some red tape. That's something I need to look more into.
How would you prioritize state funding, including funding that is matched with federal funds for services to an increasing senior and people with disability population?
The money all kind of goes into a pot, and making sure that all of the pots get filled is going to be a challenge, and I can tell you that that is definitely going to be a priority.
Yes, thank you. How will your experience shape the work you will do on behalf of seniors and people with disabilities?
Like I said, they're a vulnerable, valuable group, especially with the baby boomers coming up, and I'm at the tail end of that. So I want to make sure that we're taken care of, especially, with seniors, they put so much of themselves into our society and into our funding with their taxes that they've already paid. They deserve to be taken care of and valued. And those with disabilities, they're certainly not their fault that they're disabled, and they need to they need to be taken care of and have the resources that they need. They need qualified employees. They need and qualified employees that can be provided an income so that they can have their own homes and provide for their own families. And so it expands out not just to them, but to their employees that are providing the services.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you, Vineeta. This is Vineeta Lauer, Republican candidate for the House District 32. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.